morning, everybody. We are here at the Nashville Super Speedway for the Triple Crown of Rodding, and I actually think this used to be the old shades of the past that they had in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. But anyway, I've got a lot of video of cars as they were entering, and I'm putting this in the middle of it, and I'll show you some more of the cars coming in before we get out here and take a closer look. But there are some very high quality cars here. I mean, some of the best in the country. Hopefully we can see those later on this week. And also, I have my wife Smiles a lot with me here, if you know her channel. But she's going to be filming too and getting all the good cars on there for you.
There's just too many cars.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars here. If you can tell by the smile on my face, I'm really happy to be here.
And I'm Smiles a lot. He's trying to steal my name. He tries to steal my color. He's trying to steal my name. You don't have on green today.
No, but I definitely have on blue. Very blue.
I don't know what color you call this. Eggplant?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good guess. Anyway,
all right, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Y'all have fun.
All right, we're going to do like her. I'm going to get out here and take a look at some of these cars, so y'all come join us. through here and see what they have here now. Here's the old 59 Chevrolet panel truck that looks like they're using for advertising now. You can see he's cleaned up the firewall in here, did an engine swap. Oh, looks good in there, doesn't it? It says Pawpaw's Custom Floored. Look at that, isn't that clean? That's how the back door's open so we can see on the inside, but boy, that's really finished nice. I like the way he did the floor here, put the bed strips and rails in here. Built that custom console there. You can see the exhaust exit right here in front of the back tire. Nice. It says this one here is a 34 Chevrolet. And what we got here is this old Plymouth. Yes, it's a 41 Plymouth. Okay, it says this is a 48 Chrysler Windsor. And as you can see, it's a huge car. And what's this, like a 58 or 59 Ford? Okay, look at the paint job on this one right here. It's really bright. This flame job is metal flake, as is the blue, and everything's metal flake on this flame job. That looks really nice right there. Got a tunnel around with 2 4s powering this little car here. And is that a 55, 56 Chevy instrument cluster he's got there? There's a 55 2-door wagon. Really clean this up. Just as bright under the hood as it is on the sides there. That 55 there is just 38 Ford. Nice leather seats in there. And here's a little coupe sitting here beside of it. Looks like a big block under the hood here. Gold one right here. You don't see that color a whole lot. Look, the engine is sticking out through the hood cover there. You just can't contain all of it in there. Yeah, that's really nice right there. Here's another flame job on this 36 Ford. Scan right here and show you one end of the parking lot right here. There are a lot of cars, and if you hear the engines in the background, they've got an Autocross set up down here also, which hopefully I can make it over there in a little bit. Take a ride. Here's the 36.4 we were looking at. Here's a 38 Chevrolet. It is for sale for, I think it said $45,000. Yeah, it's saying $45,000. Number's 270. Let's see if I can give her and see 270-868-0036. There's a 55 post. I know there's more cars here than I can look at individually, all of them, so I'm just going to do a lot of walking through also. And I suspect more cars will be here on Saturday than they are today, which is Friday. Well, they got big old Lincoln right there. Don't see a lot of those. White 71 Chevelle there is a convertible, showing the 454. Got a matching cooler in the back there. Another square body, that one right there is really neat looking. A little different with those wheels there. I wish I could find one of these right here in my budget right now. Here's somebody's little Nova dirt track car. Hey, here's a mid-60s Chevy pickup truck. It's really clean. Really good job on this one. Wow, look at that. I guess it's a 63 model. That's what's on the firewall back there. What did that steering wheel there come off of? You can put some vents in the hood up here. Here's an old GMC pickup truck, somewhere in the mid-50s, 55 to 57, somewhere in there. But it's really sharp. It's an advertising truck for full octane insurance. But I saw it over here and I had to come over and get a look at it. That's really nice. Look at that Chevelle right there. He packed a lot of motor in that one, didn't he? because that body just looks kind of stock, but then you see those big tires on the back and it makes you wonder, you know, what's under the hood. The interior on this thing. I like that. Whoever dreamed that up there. Look at the screen wire and the headrest back there. Well, look at that old International right there. This has some heavy modification. Something to see. Pretty radical in its own right. Look, this has got the diesel in it. This one says whiskey runner right here. What you never know about these old cars, it could have actually ran whiskey at one time. You got an old funny car sitting here and a couple of dragsters over on the other side. Really clean 55 here. Wow, look at that Lincoln convertible right there. It looks like it's been lowered. Really nice custom interior. Pink pickup truck with a flame job on it. And there's one. See that type flame that goes all the way down like that. I really like those types of flame jobs. I know everybody does it, but this, you know, I guess it's a personal taste thing. But I really like it. If you're gonna do a flame job, do a flame job. And don't get me wrong, too. I still like the Ghost Flames and all that too, but this really I like this. That's a second generation graveyard on that Trans Am there. I said Trans Am, but it's labeled a formula. Okay, I'm gonna have to start doing more walking and less talking because there's a lot of cars here. I like the wheels on this 61 post there. It's a little different. Looks like they still got original hubcaps on these custom wheels here. It's a little different. Let me take a look at the interior on this. That's really smooth right there. The red and tan, I always think that looks good together. Well, that one there is red and tan also. Monte Carlo. I think this is a 72 model. It does have a big block in there. Yeah, the sticker says 72 on there. Got aftermarket gauges in here. I can see the windows up, so there's a pretty good bit of glare there. Yeah, I hope more and more of these get saved and keep showing up at car shows. Here's a 68 Camaro convertible. Really good paint on this one. That still looks original under there, doesn't it? 327, 275 horse. It's got manual brakes on it too there. No booster for this one. And it is a manual transmission in here. Hugger orange really looks good. Got the orange houndstooth in here. Really, another really nice 69. One of those old F-150 Lightnings, excuse me. Look at the little old station wagon, isn't that clean? Got the luggage rack there and everything. Oh, look, you put swivel seats in that one right there. And they slide out, it looks like. Yes, swivel and slide. Say that 5 times fast. Swivel and slide. 35 Chevy. Yeah, isn't that neat? Swivels out and it looks like it's on a track. Right here where maybe it'll slide outward. Also, boy, that would be helpful. Especially the older I get, the more I look at those things and say, oh, that's cool. glad he showed that picture off right there. Nice one over there. They really worked over the spare lane right here too. Oh yeah, that dash looks good in there with the aftermarket gauges. Zoom up a little. Look, there's a long bed right there. Really clean. There's a Malibu. There's more and more of those showing up at the car shows. And same way with little S10s there. They're starting to get a few years on, starting to become more collectible. I like the way he shaved the door handles off this 57 4-door. Okay, now I just took a break from walking through the cars filming, and I came over here to the Autocross. And that was fun. If you haven't done this, you need to do this. This is sponsored by BF Goodrich, and it's actually a free ride. Now they take you down around the apron, which is pretty flat down there. They got pylons set up. And then when they get to the end of the course they have set up, they come up on the banking and return you back to the start and finish here on the banking, and they accelerate pretty hard coming down through there, so you get a good ride. Very good. Okay, look at this 1970 El Camino right here. They've done a lot of modification. Look at the ground effects type package down there on the bottom with a little scoop built in right there. And that's impressive. It says that is nice. It looks like that's really thick, heavy wood there, because you can see how they've finished it on the inside there. Left some of the knot holes. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, I see. I was trying to figure out what it said there on the hood, because I wasn't putting the S's with it, but it's relentless with the 2 S's there, and that's also what's on the valve covers there. Without the S, it's just relentless. But I get it now. I'm a little slow sometimes.
I don't think so. I doubt it.
Sided is this, I think this is a 67 GTO.
Well, we kind of set it up.
Look at that Chevelle right there. Look at the contrast between that gray and the red there under the hood.
It's funny that I had never seen anything close.
This one here's been featured, it looks like, in a magazine there. The hours of work that goes into one of these cars to get the paint just right, to get all the seams and joints to fit up perfectly. A lot of time and effort, and a lot of times love goes into these vehicles. Really nice for a Blazer, isn't it?
They've pretty much got an idea who they want to pick. You can't look at, you can't give each one of these. Yeah, you can't look at each one.
Wow, look at that cooter right there. Wow, look at that right there. What is that? It says Willis there on the hood emblem there.
I can tell you, I wouldn't change the whole
35 Willis 77 it says. Here's old Dodge. That shifter right there in the dash. Well, that's a bright red on that Corvette right there. Well, this has got some shine to it right here. Do you like the colors on that two-tone Ford right there? Should be plenty of power for this pickup right there. I like his tag. It says beware of coyote. And now this is the fishing wagon right here. See, he's got his fishing poles here alongside. It looks like he's got a good catch there. See a bass and a couple of catfish, it looks like. Got boat or door pulls there to close the doors. And his console and radio down there is actually in a tackle box. So that's pretty unique. They even got a boat motor on the back here. Look at the 59 right there. Looks like they've lowered it a little bit. Set a 409 there with 3 2s on it. I'm not really sure. You know, they have those distinctive bow covers like that, but I think the 348 does also. They did to the white Monte Carlo here. Solid white with a carbon fiber top. It looks like candy apple red wheels. Well, this is something else right here. I like the way he blended in the door handles there also. 56 Ford pickup truck, kind of a burnt orange, but he's got a Coyote engine and a Coyote sitting on the Coyote engine. Here's another Coyote.
The garage building the hardest thing was getting that crease in the front straight because obviously with the white priming. A little crease goes from here, comes up and fades out. I do a lot of gel. I also use
Okay, this little Mustang here says Blizzard on the down at the bottom of the door next to the rocker panel. Look at the custom dash in this one here. Like the flame job here in the door panel there. Look at that old flatbed dump truck right there. He's even got an old John Deere tractor up there on the back. Got some chrome on that engine there, doesn't it? A flathead with a supercharger. Wow, look at that. That's a Fairlane right there, I think. But look, it looks like he reworked the rear quarter panel somehow. It's been lowered. We got custom dash. Yeah, some of these cars, I've said it before, some of them are just artwork. I mean, it's just amazing. Shaved the door handles off of it. How do you like the way this one right here sits up? You got it sitting high, I like it. Look at that cameo right there. Okay, I switched areas for the time being and moved back out into one of the outer parking lots. Look at the little Opel GT here. You don't see these very often. A buddy of mine had one of these. He used to call it his baby vet, but it didn't have an engine like that in it either. Pretty neat. You don't see those very often. What is this right here? It's an Oldsmobile. Looks like that would be fun to ride around in. like the way he chopped the top on that convertible there. Got a really low profile.
They started putting cars up.
That red and white 60 Chevy there is really pretty. Really got a lot of shine to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the guys, but it's just the doors are off. It's not, it's driver has a big face. Oh, you mean it's already running?
409 with 3 2s. Or at least that's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, look at that. That's the 68 Charger. I actually owned a 68 Charger, but I bought it for the transmission to go into a 70 model Charger I had. So I bought it, pulled the transmission out, and then sold it. And look at that, GTX there, it says Hemi. Sure enough, there's that big 426. Got the pistol grip shifter in there. I bet this car was a lot of fun. And what is that right there? That like a 62, 63 Biscayne right there. It's a nice Mustang. Nice bright red coupe there with a supercharger on it. And check out that Woody. Boy, the wood's in really good condition on this one. Got an updated engine in this Corvette here. It says it's a 64 model.
Everybody was bragging on this. It was like,
I like that one. There's 56 Nomad. Well, that's a nice interior in this 55. Boy, it's really straight too in this black paint. You can really tell that's a really good straight car right there. Red and white Oldsmobile there looks good. Yeah, this is really nice. Hey, like we put that 88 emblem in the center of the seats there. So 28 model flatbed truck. Okay, is that a 64 model GTO convertible there? We got the 3-carb sit up on it there. This little Plymouth caught my attention right here. I don't know what it is, I just know you don't see them very often. Okay, it says Plaza on the rear quarter panel. It says it's a 56 model.
Told him what I wanted to
Some bright colors here. Now this is a 2008 Mustang GT California Special, but I noticed they got a note here on the windshield. It says I identify as a 68 Mustang California Special. There's a big old Pontiac Bonneville, and I don't know if it was this exact same model or what, but a friend of mine when we were teenagers, he borrowed the car. Yeah, not sure if it was his dad or who it was he borrowed it from, but anyway, we took it out on the road close to where I live at. They had a hump there in the road called a funny hump. It kind of make you lose your stomach when you went over it. And we kept going back and forth over that funny hump for a long time and kept increasing speed over and over again until finally we wound up jumping it, and it landed, sparks went everywhere. My head hit the roof of the car, and Yeah, I don't know if whoever he borrows it from ever found out or not, but we probably shouldn't have done that to the guy's car. Hey, I wasn't driving, so. To tell you the truth, I was actually kind of scared in that car because as he kept getting faster and faster, I kept getting scareder and scareder. Now here's an Oldsmobile Cutlass, probably 71 or 72, somewhere in that era. Got a big block O's with a supercharger and 3/4 Merles on it. But this one actually has a Christian theme here. And it's got, I guess what you call key passages of the New Testament are on here. Mary was told she was going to have a son. And then there's the birth. And you see the baptism of Christ. And you see he's with his disciples there at the Last Supper. It says it's scourged. And then here on the back it has Jesus on the cross. Really well done, really good artwork. Very sobering car. Especially when you see Jesus on the cross there. Here's a big old no, it's a two-door Buick. It's so big, I thought it was a four-door. Well, that's a nice looking Torino, isn't it?
You know, the actual body and stuff, that metal is off. Well, this is not an age on it.
Here's a 4-door 56 wagon. It's actually got the spotlights on both the driver and the passenger side there. I just had to stop and grab my hat. There's a big wind gust just come up. He's got a model of this in the bed, and look, it's got tie downs on the back there holding it in, which are actually bungee cords. Was that old Torino wagon?
One of them one of them's in Alabama. It's red. This one's green. Another one.
So red 60 mile Chevrolet a few minutes ago. Here's a, I guess you call it blue or turquoise. This one hasn't been lowered. This one looks like it might have actually been lifted a little. I actually like the look of both of them though, the one lowered and the one that's lifted. Check out this 442 convertible right here. I always liked these when I was a teenager. And it's beside this Pontiac 67, I think. A lot of nice trucks here. Got a custom grill in this 56 Ford. Probably mid-80s square body there. Here's a 68 through 72 Corvette. I don't know exactly which one. There is ways to tell, but I don't really know what they are right off the top of my head. I have looked at it before, but I forget. The red and Victoria is really clean, isn't it?
Now they shut down and we just said to ourselves, we are either doing the dumbest thing we do.
2 boxes of little pages over there that I have that go in my collection. The guy brought me, and so I'm a speaker. Just peeking over it.
His stuff is blue.
Starliner right there.
Nick, Rob, and myself. I mean, if you ever heard of cats and dogs fighting and all of that, that's exactly what it is.
In hot rod. I'm going to say best hair in hot rod. One of them. He's got a good head of hair.
Well, he
Make all this happen as you guys do. So, yeah. So yes, so everybody that is listening, magazines are still here. The happiest magazine guy, sales guy on the planet Earth. He's terrible at bowling, but he is everywhere. You guys send him everywhere to get his subscription. If you want a free t-shirt. Still a great guy. Still going to that magazine every hand. Still a friend. You can be a secret. You can just say yes. Hey, it's okay. That's a good market too. That's a really good market. Yeah. We need to nudge Tim a little bit to move him. Tim Fox, not me. I'm not really sure. He's got a great weight guy. The only better weight in hot rod is on hot rod. He's not here to do performance. We'll get Nick Licata up here tomorrow from All Chevy Performance.
Nicky.
Stop and support the industry, support those that support what you love.
Be a lot of bugs when it's going to be. Time I got all the way back
Wow, look at that right there. A little bit different in it. There's a really clean Super B right there.
I don't put anything to that. And the floor would
a relative is one, maybe you are one, nobody's ever told you. Or you just like fishing.
Okay, what are we looking at right here? It says this is a 1948 Austin, and I had no idea until I checked the paperwork there.
What time did you end up running them?
The bright blue and white on that pickup, ain't it?
Who's that? Dude, that's the new up.
Now I think they started running out of room, and they actually started parking cars on the apron of the racetrack. Well, this black 69 right here sure is impressive. $632. What the badging says there. That's huge. Even the people in the back strap in back there, it looks like. It's a little Chevy too, right here. Excuse me. Another C10 there, looking good. Look at that, he made that look racy, didn't he? He has that big wing on the back of the bed cover. Got suicide doors. y'all, I really appreciate you watching the video. I hope that you've enjoyed it to this point. I'm going to film a few more cars here, but probably not a whole lot more for the rest of the day. Starting to get later in the day, and cars are starting to pull out and leave. But it's been a really good day. I mean, there's a lot of cars here. We're coming back tomorrow, and I know we won't be able to get to all the cars tomorrow either, but hopefully going through here, you've got a sense of what it was like being here today, and hopefully same thing tomorrow. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, well, I would appreciate it if you do that. I made the comment the other day that I was trying to get 100,000 subscribers, and I'm only 93,000 away. Well, now I'm only 92,900 away, so I'm making progress. We're right on the edge. So please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends and neighbors. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. And like I said, I want to film a little bit more. But if I don't talk to you more in this video, may God bless you. And hope you'll catch us in another video. Bye. There's a little 1948 Anglia. And boy, they got it fixed up nice. Okay, look at this little diesel rat rod right here. He's got it sitting down on the ground. Now the guy who owns this tells me the name of it is Willie Insane, and it is.
Jeepers Creepers theme, so he called his Willie Disturbed like a mental hospital. And I was like, well, hell, mine's just gotta be Willie Insane.
This is a little bit different to Willis than you're used to seeing. Yeah, that's Willie Insane right there. Look at this little four-door Nova right here. They, I guess, Pro Streeted it, or I don't know what the correct definition of it would be, but it's really cool. Hey y'all, look at this. Have y'all ever seen a hot rod fire truck? What, 33, 34, somewhere in there maybe? It says 35 on the window sticker for the year model. It's a neat little fire truck. But if there's a fire, you do need to get there in a hurry. Wow, look at how clean the bed is back here. That is really neat right there.
Some of them are, but they're in trailers.
Old Henry J, I think. Got that 1970 Mach 1 there. Don't that look good? That's a pretty color. really good looking interior on this car. Look at the front end of that Mustang we looked at a minute ago.
I bet you it was a four-door Yes.
Basically went with the LMC truck. Oh my gosh, amazing. Well, you know what's interesting to me is like, you've been talking to somebody.
There are so many nice cars here. I mean, incredible the quality of some of the cars here.
Never mind the fact it's like it's very country. Restoration features and stuff. Yeah, I was talking to somebody. He said, that's fine. I think we see
Molded in spoiler there into the back panel and trunk deck. How you like this 69, the black with the, I'm gonna call it candy orange or tangerine orange stripes on it. Look at that. I think it come out like a 59 or 60. You know, I said black. This might be just a really dark gray. Now that I'm looking at it some more.
Vacuum formed electroplated type, chrome appearing accents around vents and stuff. You guys do a lot?
We try to cover a lot of it, especially the higher end. If we talk about GM, looking at the Silverado, the higher.
Look at the lowrider 57 convertible there.
So we try to get that.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, it translates over into involvement in the culture, but big concept over there. Listings and what people cool to see. I mean, some of the grills and pedestrians. Wow, I just couldn't look at it. And if you're building a truck, oh yeah, come on over. All right, my friend. Well, thanks again for everything, and hope everybody can join us. Thanks once again for hanging out with us here at the 2025 Triple Crown of Riding.
This is a phenomenal car right here, but I don't know if I'll be able to get her or walk around it or not. Anyway, it's like a transformer from the front, doesn't it? Right, Ray looks good on that Monte Carlo there too. Well, the wood on this one's really finished well. We saw one earlier today that was really nice condition too.
It's probably a nice hotel.
Absolutely.
Look at the bright yellow on this one right here. This is sunshine yellow or something. I don't know what you would call that color, but it's really bright. Suicide doors. Look at that, y'all. I'm sure that color has a name. What would you call it? Lemon yellow? Sunshine yellow? Check out the red Buick right there. Look at this silver Ford right here. I saw the name from a distance. Godzilla. That blue interior goes good with the silver, doesn't it?
Seat cover from another person. It has to be
That's right. And the sentimental attachment that people have to a vehicle, let alone
Well, that Camaro looks really good there. Looks like it lifted up a little bit in the front end.
Small good, it's got to feel good, it's got to break in correctly, and that's what falls whether they're good or not. It's about trying to chase down thinking about how we're going to do the process, and so we're just glad to be part of that in a small.
And here's a orange around the same years.
Yes. Look around, see what we've done with it.
You're not just standing there at display, you're out talking to people, doing the things. That's appreciated.
Well, thank you, Kevin. We appreciate it. We're so grateful to be here, and we enjoy it, and we appreciate you and your help in putting these interviews on and learning a little bit more about these companies that are here.
Hey, I just got a chance to learn and talk to cool people.
Wow, look at that one right there. They've done a lot to this right here. Nice right there. 1960 convertible. Okay, here it is, y'all. This is a Rambler Rebel. And these are rare. You don't see them very often. I was talking about them the other day. They like that red, white, and blue paint scheme there. This is the machine back here on the back. Yeah, that's rare. You don't see these very often at all. The tack built into the hood scoop there. Okay, yeah, I saw this from a distance. This is 69 Roadrunner, and it's set up 70 style. Got the smaller tires in front and wider ones in the back. Which actually these are 60s in the back or 50s. I think we used to run 70s in the front and 60s in the back. But anyway, the way it's set up. Yeah, it just screams 1970s, late 1970s once they become used cars and the teenagers got a hold of them. People are bringing their cars up here to the start-finish line and getting photos with them here at the Nashville Speedway. Okay, there's a 55 Plymouth. When was the last time you saw one of those? Old Riviera over there. Now look at this Riviera right here. It looks like they're turning it into a dirt track car, or going for that look anyway. See how they've cut the front and rear wheel wells, and it's got the like NASCAR style wheels on there. Got Maryland plates on there. Here's a little Pontiac Safari, two-door wagon.
Absolutely. We want them to be drinking. Obviously, that's our business, so we want people to come back and buy them.
I don't know what this is, besides it was just a Duesenberg or something. Yeah, the paperwork says it's a 29 Duesenberg.
angle a little bit better.
Huge.
It's in the trunk. Kind of hits two different markets. At the hot rod side, right now we've got 6%.
A special event all on its own. A lot of really famous gates closed shortly for safekeeping, and also to get signed about 8:30 tomorrow morning. So a lot. Steve on the main stage. Tim Strange helped out today, did a great job hosting a lot of those interviews. I'm Kevin Husty, I took care of the rest of them. We hope you enjoyed your day here on the riding event. So much to see, so much to
and wound up filming more than I had anticipated once I said my goodbyes. But it was just hard to leave. But as you can see, they're headed home now, or at least to a motel for the night. But it's just hard to walk away with this many nice cars riding by you. So again, I hope you've enjoyed it to this point.